Hey, what's up? It's my black opinion, and today I'm really going to be talking about MGTOW and the MGTOW movement. Keep in mind that whenever somebody disagrees with you, there's always going to be certain phrases that they're going to call you. So either, especially in the red pill community, they'll call you like a blue pilled cuck, or feminists are going to call you toxic or some bullshit. So every single movement is going to have something that they're going to use to shame you, because they don't necessarily have a particular argument that can back up their statement. So I keep that in mind whenever I see comments in the comment section, and I know damn well that it might trigger certain people. Okay, so in the beginning, there was a MGTOW movement, and it used to be something that was relatively healthy, just like a lot of different movements, such as the feminist movement. The feminist movement was just, women wanted to have jobs and shit like that, until it turned into a cesspool of absolute degeneracy and bullshit. Same thing kind of happened with MGTOW a little bit. I mean, it began as some people who just wanted to focus on their careers and focus on their travels and really what they wanted to do in life a little bit more than women, and just, put women at the bottom of their totem pole until they got their acts together and really did the things that they really want to do, which, I have some regard to. That's great to do. You know what I mean? I think that every man should really think that way and not put women as a number one priority in their life. But then eventually it turned into this toxic cesspool, of a lot of different men who are usually incels, don't really even experience women, don't talk to women, and usually don't fucking go outside. So they built this giant community of pretty much clones, because really all they do is copy and paste the same statements that everybody else copies and pastes throughout the entire fucking movement. I see all of these different comments on all of these different women's videos and all this type of shit full of fucking just misogyny. And whoa, before I go there, I never use the word misogyny. I use that shit extremely, just in very specific situations. But a lot of MGTOWs seem to be kind of misogynist nowadays. It seems to come from kind of this hatred or disdain for women, etc., etc. So a lot of MGTOWs copy and paste their own ideologies instead of thinking for themselves and going outside and experiencing the real world. So, oh shit, that's a nice car. So, what was I gonna say? I really just want to break down a few of the ideologies that a lot of different MGTOWs say and what they do, and really just how toxic the ideology could actually be. I think at the core, the MGTOW ideology is a fantastic ideology. I think it's very important that you focus on yourself, focus on getting your shit together, doing the things that you really want to do in life to become the best version of yourself. But at the other end, there's also the toxic, individualistic, just type of sick version of MGTOW that's currently in this day and age. I see a lot of different videos telling you, oh, why you shouldn't be in a marriage, and the funny thing is, I see the pictures that they post in their videos of just these condescending looking bitches, like not even a normal girl, just condescending looking cunts. And you could see this in like Sandman's videos. There's a guy named Dr. Forma. He actually posts these super biased videos on why you shouldn't be in a relationship, and he posts these videos of just these white trash bitches, just the lowest of the low bitches that he could possibly find, or just these ghetto hood rats who talk shit and disrespect their husbands and all that type of shit. And then he makes that stupid ass excuse, this is why you shouldn't get married. Obviously there's better quality chicks out here than the people that you put in your video, so I'm not going to fall for that indoctrination, and not going to fall for that bias in the beginning to begin with. This is what they like to do. They really like to kind of indoctrinate a lot of different men. Usually when you were rejected back in the day, you would just have to fall and then get back up. But now, what happened, this is MGTOW. This is the guy, right? Instead of falling and getting back up, he falls into the giant fucking hole of MGTOW. And now he's just in this giant pit of all of this pessimistic bullshit that he's being taught by all of these other people who have this hatred and disdain and bitterness for women just in general. Let's get into this. Number one, you shouldn't get married. Understand that you can get married, all right? And I get it. I get what you're saying, that you shouldn't get married by the state, obviously. Understand that the state will the state can butt rape you, and it probably will, if she divorces you. But that's why you don't get married by the state. Really, when I get married, I'm going to have a spiritual ceremony between me, my wife, and God. That's going to be my marriage proposal. So it's going to be a certain ceremony. It's going to be a Christian ceremony, and it's not going to be with the state. I think that's naturally how it's supposed to be to begin with, until it kind of was Americanized and the state intervened. So honestly, I guess MGTOW kind of has it half right. You shouldn't get married by the state, but try to get married through a spiritual ceremony, and you could avoid the state. Secondly, they talk about common law marriage or something like that. I understand common law marriage is probably in not even that many states. I think 3 or 4 states have common law marriage. So for the most part, for the majority of Americans, you really don't even need to worry about common law marriage. If you want to get married, just move to a different state, and you should be good if you live in one of those 3 or 4 states that have common law marriage. In every state, you're not going to have common law marriage, so don't fucking worry about it. Number 3, pump and dump, okay? A lot of these MGTOWs claim, okay, number 1, I would say 95% of the niggas claiming they're gonna pump and dump women, they have no fucking ability to even get close to a woman, my nigga. A lot of these guys, they're incels. There's no fucking bone in their body, or no recollection of even the chance of a nigga pumping and dumping these motherfucking bitches. But if they do, they're pretty much hypocrites, because they're claiming that women are hoes and they're all degenerates and the feminist movement is all fucked up. But they're going to continue to lead to the degenerate culture of America, complaining that women aren't marriage material, and then leading more women to not become marriage material. Shit doesn't make sense. Plus, if you're MGTOW to begin with, why the fuck are you even associating yourself with women? I thought you were running away from women. And the funny thing is, a lot of these MGTOW, they kind of just put women as a priority to begin with. I mean, think about it. The top thing that a lot of these MGTOWs even think about to begin with, 95% of the time, are women. If I were somebody who was actually a MGTOW, I would, I don't know, focus on my career, focus on the book that I want to make, focus on, things that I really want to actually do with my life. And, I don't know, they just paint a picture of, all women being evil or some shit. And then when you call them out and say, hey, not every single woman is evil, they have this kind of indoctrination type of phrase that prevents them from thinking that your statement makes sense. Like, Nawalt, or like, if you say legitimately that not all women are scum, and all of a sudden, you're just a blue-pilled cuck. You're a blue-pilled cuck now. When honestly, in reality, a lot of these guys probably made these really, really stupid decisions of seeing a girl and not looking at the red flags in a particular, situation, falling for this girl, and then maybe the girl broke their heart or some bullshit. I just don't understand how my parents could be married for 30 years and my friends, all their parents are still married. I just don't understand that. I think it's best that we don't really ignore our reality or ignore our psychology and our biology. I mean, that's pretty much exactly what feminists are doing too. I could honestly see it in the back of their mind when it comes to MGTOW, that they really don't actually want women to go away. They're honestly more obsessed with women than everybody else. Deep down in their heart, they actually want a relationship, or they actually want something with women. They're just mad at the current behaviors of women. I think honestly what we need to do is we need to train men to really vet these women and to be the best men that they possibly can be. And understand that marriage isn't going to be perfect. Nobody's going to be perfect. That shit is practically impossible. And it's the same thing with feminists. Instead of being mad at men and being fat fucks and being degenerates, just like the MGTOWs, why don't you go ahead? Why don't we go ahead and say, honestly, men ain't perfect, but we need to learn how to vet these men and go ahead and figure out how to be the best people possible that we could be. I think honestly, in our society and in our culture, we need to really, instead of running away from each other, we need to really actually start a dialogue and talk to each other. Figure out ways that we could really better ourselves to become the best versions of ourselves. I don't mean best version of ourselves as in sleep around and become a player PUA. Honestly, I think that's a worse version of yourself. I think for the majority of MGTOWs out here, I really do think that a lot of them actually want to be with women. Because honestly, somebody's systemic hatred for something usually comes from the feeling of their importance. I hated my ex for the longest time, and the reason I hated my ex for the longest time was deep down because I actually cared about my ex. If I didn't care about my ex, I probably just would never really give a fuck about my ex to begin with. So I think we need to really focus on the root issue of this type of situation. MGTOW men, I know that honestly you like women. I know deep down that you care about women and you're mad about the decisions and the behaviors that they make in this life. I think it's important that you vet out these women, vet out good women, and do what the fuck you need to do in this life to become the best versions of yourself. But a lot of these individuals are too indoctrinated or either too lazy to do that. So they use this ideology to hate on women and do all these different types of things. So either way, honestly, the original MGTOWs, I really do respect you. But the ones who complain 24/7 and hate on women instead of doing things to better your life and become a better person, I really can't. I really can't respect you. You know what I mean? I really can't respect you. And you could call me a blue pill cuck or whatever. I really don't give a fuck. Obviously, there are weak men who are just weak as fuck and, don't stand up to women and shit. But at the end of the day, I don't really think hatred for women is healthy. I don't really think it's anything good. And, if you woke up, you would realize, I really don't understand. Like, I really knew that most women were kind of shit ever since I was a kid. But yeah, either way, I mean, you probably woke up and you probably adopted the ideology that most women are hoes. I'm not fully sure if most women are hoes. I don't know, but if most women are hoes, just make sure that you vet these women very, very carefully. Spend enough time to get to know these women, and don't worry about it. Because at the end of the day, I really don't think a lot of these MGTOWs want to really focus on themselves. They actually want a woman. They're just mad that women are acting the way that they do. Well, I would just say don't focus on women who act like hoes and masculine as fuck. I'm pretty sure there's some feminine women out there, so maybe I'm crazy. I don't fucking know. I think at the end of the day, I mean, we live in a world that's in a gender war right now, but internally we love we need each other. I mean, men need each other, women need each other, and we get it. We woke up. I mean, most niggas woke up and realized, women are just as degenerate as men and just as shit as men. But I would say leave those degenerate bitches behind and find yourself a decent girl. Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, your ideology says there's no good women out here. So I mean, gosh, you guys are depressing as fuck. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are some good women out here. Just do some good vetting and you should be all good. But yeah, that's why I kind of have a disdain for MGTOW. I think a lot of this stuff kind of is indoctrination because every single thing that you could say that goes against their ideology, will practically trigger them. If it's not all women are like that, then all of a sudden you're the enemy. If you say that there's good girls out here, then you're the enemy and you're a blue pilled cuck. If you say not all women are hoes, then you're a blue pilled cuck also. If you say that maybe there's hope for America if we just work on ourselves and make sure that we vet women correctly and make sure that, we find good women and put them in their place, and all of a sudden you're still a blue pilled cuck. So I guess here it is. My black opinion is a blue pilled cuck. I'm a blue pilled cuck. Alright? So for the traditional MGTOWs out here who are just going their own way to focus on their career and focus on themselves and focusing on bettering themselves, or just wanting to chill out, you know what I mean? Just wanting to chill out and take a break from the dating scene and do all that kind of shit. I respect you for the incels, virgin towels, for the people who are hating 24/7. I really don't have motherfucking respect for you. Again, you don't need to get married by the state. The only thing I need to really think about is child support, but I'm pretty sure there's loopholes to get yourself out of child support as well. So yeah, that's all I really want to say, man. MGTOWs, bro, like, I respect y'all, but virgin towels, I can't fuck with you.